recently with some of my clients, it's become very clear that within the first hour of the day, they're triggering the stress response, and that's setting up their whole day. So what do I mean by that, first of all? And secondly, how can we stop doing it? So first of all, what I mean by that is that something is happening when they first wake up. It could be a thought, like, oh no, I have a huge project due at work today. Or it could be an alarm sound that's just like pinging you and your heartbeat starts going very fast. It could be someone yelling for you to get up, like, hurry up, we're going to be late, right? So it could be any of these things. One of my clients, the smell of burning butter, like making eggs or something, and if the butter got too hot, that smell was a trigger. So it could be sounds, smells, people's voices, thoughts in your head. You want to be really vigilant to notice any of that in that first hour of your morning. Notice if you're starting to rush. That's a key too. Notice if your shoulders are going up or you're feeling tense at all in your body. Those will be clues that you're about to trigger the stress response. What is that stress response? That's your fight or flight mechanism that we need if we're under attack, but we don't need it at the beginning of our day. Even though some of those work projects can feel like they're attacking us. So how do we stop it? The first is acknowledging. Acknowledgement sets you free. I say that over and over again to my clients. Acknowledgement sets you free. So if you can notice any of these things that could cause you to trigger the stress response, actually notice it. I have my clients write them down. Write down what these possible triggers are for you. The second step is the moment you notice that trigger, so the moment that alarm is going off or the moment the thought is coming into your head, you have up to 10 seconds from a resting heart rate before those hormones can release, because it's going to take that long for this mechanism in your brain to shoot this message down through this nerve to the middle part of your adrenal glands to release a flood of hormones. They're called catecholamines. I call them a cocktail. So 10 seconds is plenty of time. It's plenty of time to put a hand on your belly and relax your belly. That will tell your brain that you are safer. Because most of us who are, especially if it's projects, work-related, school-related, relationship-related, the hard stuff, finance-related, we feel unsafe. And if you can relax your belly, you will begin to feel safe. I see my dear friend Angela's on here. So I have to tell this story, right? So Angela, who she and her entire family has gone through pressure-free program. She was recently in the lobby of a hotel speaking to a gentleman who was very anxious. He was actually looking for drugs, so which she didn't have, but she did have a cough drop for him. And so she started teaching him pressure-free right there in the hotel lobby. And as she was teaching him these tools, his body started to open up. His body started to relax. Very simple things you can do in that 10-second window to stop the release of the hormones. Relaxing the abs is huge. Going wide with your body, smiling a little bit, putting a thought in your head that counteracts the thought that's negative. So she's teaching this to this fellow. And he says, so do you know this Elle personally? And she goes, yes, I do. And he goes, well, please tell her that what she has could help addicts. Because we get out of rehab and we go right back into our old patterns. We don't feel safe. We feel anxious. And that was just really incredible for me to hear. No matter what an addiction is, no matter what a thing is that you're choosing to self-medicate with, it could be anything. There's the fastest way for you to de-stress is to understand the stress response and not trigger it anymore. That is the way. So anyway, I'm just so happy that she was sharing this with this gentleman. And so now she's put it on me to get in touch with more rehab centers to be able to share pressure-free living with people who are truly struggling with addiction, which usually does come out of a safety issue or an anxiety issue. We don't feel we're good enough. We don't feel we can cut the mustard. We're failing at something. We're failing at work. We're failing at school. And we turn to things to make us feel good. So I hope this resonates. I hope that it helps. Watch that first hour of the morning. And if you need some help, please reach out. You can DM me and we can get on a call together. You can always go to my website, ellingalls.com. And if you go /calendar, that'll take you right to my calendar. I have another way to get to my calendar too, speakwithelle.com. Try to keep it easy for everybody. But I'm happy to have a call with you. I have 2 calls set up for early next week with 2 people who have found me, one through their company and another through a podcast I was on. So we're just spreading the word, and I'm so grateful to my friend Angela for spreading the word that you can feel better. You can get out of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm.